Hi all, this is Jeanette Caines from Jewelry Arts Inc., also known as Dr. Goldsmith. In this video, I'm going to share with you some information about vertical seams and how to avoid that horrible moment of your solder reflowing and your seam opening back up. Believe me, I've been there and done that, so I know how to avoid it.
So we're just going to do the other side now. But one thing I want to point out is that this is something we normally fuse our bezels whenever possible, because then your vertical seam just stays put and doesn't do anything naughty. Eve did solder her bezel shut. So what I did was I put an extra stripe of ochre on the inside and the outside. Do you see what I mean? Right there, to protect the seam. So here's one thing you want to always think about is that even if you drop down in solder, like what solder did you use for the bezel?
It must have been 20 karat.
Yeah, 20 karat. And we're using 18 here. So you might say to yourself, oh, the 18 is lower. It's going to be fine. Guess what? If you're that close to another seam, it's probably going to reflow, even if it's 18, because literally I'm going to be heating like right at that seam. So just know that dropping down in solder does not always necessarily guarantee. It's about how far away it is from where you're heating, which is the same decision I made on the other side, where I was like, yeah, I don't really need to ochre this if I don't want to, because it's too far away. Whereas that, you don't have a rat's chance in hell of heating right there in that seam and having that not reflow. And what we were also talking about is that truthfully, in a lot of projects, a lot of times your solder does reflow a little bit. And if it's the solder underneath the bezel or underneath the wire, it melts a little bit, it flows a little bit, and then it cools off. And then so what? You know what I'm saying? Like, you never notice it, you never care. With a vertical seam, you do notice, you do care, because what happens, it flows down and then you've got an empty seam halfway. So I think it happens probably more often than we think. It just doesn't matter. With this, it matters. So that's when we need our little ochre. So I've got my little piece of solder sitting there. I've got my paste flux. I'm going to heat it. We're going to flow it and everything. So there's that's my whole talk on what you got to do to keep everything safe. And you notice also, I always have my I have my tweezers very close by, because things move and I don't want to have to stop and like get my tweezers and find my tweezers and whatever. I want to just stick them straight in there if it's required. Look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. Mwah, 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 mwah. Now again, I'm going to stop. I'm going to look at it really closely. And like I probably could add another piece of solder. I truthfully don't know if it needs it or not, but I'll do a little close up and I'll show you. But it looks pretty good. There we go. So you see what I mean? Look how good that looks, all filled in and pretty. I don't really think it needs any more, but I'm gonna let Eve decide since it's her piece. But you see what I mean, right? The seam, her bezel seam stayed put. The solder seams on the side are filled in. Nothing happened to the other one. So these are the steps that I go through to make sure everything behaves itself, if you will, while we're soldering in close quarters.